Good evening. My name is Stuart Daly, and I'm here to introduce Senior Scout. Senior Scout aspires to be the most robust search tool for matching seniors with housing. So you may have heard America's aging, but you may not have heard that by 2035 there's going to be more people over age 65 than under 18 for the first time in our country's history. Most Americans say they want to live and die in their home. So why is it that our former schools are being converted to senior housing and new senior living communities are popping up in every corner in town? Well, it's because the desire to live and die in our homes is often derailed by the crisis carousel. Let me tell you how Senior Scout will match seniors with the best housing option for them, but first it's important to understand this carousel. Here's a scenario I expect many of you will find familiar. Your senior loved one falls, ambulance comes, takes her to the hospital. Eventually she's moved from the hospital to a rehab facility. In due time, mom's discharged from the rehab facility and is back in her house until the next medical episode, and the cycle repeats. This is the crisis carousel to senior housing. Round and round we go until someone stops the carousel and takes mom off. Anyone with elder family members or loved ones, pay attention, because you're the ones that are most likely to be taking mom off the carousel. Your intervention is significant and it is stressful for both you and the senior. While it may force the necessary action, the toll can be damaging. Mom's dealing with a physical crisis compounded by the emotional crisis of being told she can't go home to her own home. Perhaps most devastating of all is the loss of control that the intervention signals. Senior Scout will ease the burden for both mom and the family. This is an old problem that needs a new solution, but first it's important to understand the old solutions and why they have failed. For years, discharge planners managed this crisis by counseling seniors on the best housing and care options available. Increased paperwork and caseloads have eliminated their opportunity to keep up with the available housing inventory. So today's senior will be lucky to receive a handout with a list of senior living options. So where does mom and family turn for guidance? Well, the internet, of course. And in 2000, a company called A Place for Mom emerged because they recognized this need to help seniors find housing, and they filled the void by dominating this online space for senior housing for a while anyways, because they provided free housing to seniors, or finding free housing for seniors while getting compensation from the communities in exchange for bringing them residents to fill their vacancies. But today's version of A Place for Mom has increased their fees and decreased their service. So now seniors get their contact information blasted to every possible senior community in their search geography. So here come solicitation calls and emails from hundreds of senior living communities fighting to be the first to reach mom or one of the children doing the research online. This 2019 model is a stressful and overwhelming experience for the senior and an unsustainable cost per acquisition for the senior communities. Enter Senior Scout, and you get a solution that meets the needs of today's seniors and housing communities. We're going to do it while giving a sense of control and dignity back to the senior. With Senior Scout, the family now can be supportive and intuitively guide mom through a search tool that gives her control over all housing options available. This Senior Scout search tool will be embedded in the websites of every social service provider, every house of worship, every elder law office, every probate court, every senior housing facility, every trusted agency where seniors already go for credible advice. By helping to better serve their constituents, they will be happy to compensate Senior Scout for providing this search tool on their site. Here's an example of Senior Scout being embedded in the AARP website. From the main menu on the home page, the user selects senior housing, and a detailed personal inventory of needs is displayed for the senior to tell their personal story. This senior wants a pet-friendly community with covered parking and horseback riding. Another senior may want bathing and dressing on a daily basis. Notice the specific and detailed senior profile alongside the left side of the page that drives the specific senior housing result on the right side of the page. Not new technology. Applying this personalized solution is like Match.com, and it will be a welcome solution to choosing the housing of their dreams. This technology is usually currently used to aggregate inventory in many sectors, from buying a car to planning a trip. So America's aging, America needs SENIORSCOUT, and I'm asking funding to bring this new solution to reality.
Awesome, thank you. Holly from Investment Youth again. Stuart, I really like your idea. I think you're hitting on a really important area. And Mike was just telling one of the judges here, one of my friends last week, just ran into this. Her grandma fell down. She thought she should call her. She didn't. By the time she got there, her grandma had been there for 2 days on the floor. The things you could imagine, nothing that anyone wants us to think about. I love the idea how you said you would be on all of those websites, but you didn't explain how. Like, how are you're going to be embedded into their search tools and all of those places. What's your plan of attack to execute that?
Yeah, that's where I need you, right? So that's why I'm looking for an investor that has a strategy, can help me develop the strategy. I don't even have an MVP built at this point. So I need to get that built to show that it works, to be able to attract and, yes, develop a plan. I need to understand how to acquire the data. I need to understand how the market penetration expectations will be. And I'm looking for people that are able to help me penetrate that market.
Hi, my name's Anna Taylor of bfractal.io. I guess you kind of was answering what I was going to ask is how you plan to integrate with any blockchain technology at all, or do you have any thoughts on that? Are you planning on keeping the records on there and being in one data management, or just what were your general thoughts on that? Thank you.
My general thought is I feel like I'm the halftime show to the rest of the game that's being played here tonight. I have no idea what you guys are talking about when the presentations. I'm hopeful that I'll at least create some interest for my idea, and I can learn about blockchain. The things that I do know about blockchain excite me, and that's the transparency and the way of getting to people, and that's really the intent here, is to be able to reach people in today's world and tomorrow's world and help make a crisis a manageable thing to navigate easily.
Awesome. Well, Stuart, I would like to invite you to our workshops and events. We have them monthly.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.